Yo, it's your boy Straight Boss OV8 from Straight Smoke Gaming, and it's Friday, and that means we are looking at a vehicle that is on sale for the yay or nay, giving you a breakdown of it and giving you a thumbs up or thumbs down as to whether it is worth the sale price or not. Now, we left it up to the comments to decide what vehicle we were going to go ahead and do. And the Phantom Wedge won by a slim margin, so that's what the yay or nay is on this week. So as you can see here, it is $1.1 million. That is with the trade price that you could do at your CEO office under the special vehicle missions, the special vehicle cargo. That's 2 times cash and RP this week. So I highly recommend absolutely do that mission to get the trade-in price. What you're seeing is the trade-in price. So absolutely do it. The mission is very easy, so there's no excuse as to not do the mission to get the trade-in price. You can see there it says the production of this vehicle has reduced reinforcement for, I'm guessing the armor, as you'll see later on. Now, where this vehicle is stored, it is stored in your vehicle warehouse for your import-export of vehicles. That's also ran through the CEO office. The vehicle warehouse is also on sale this week at 25% off. Not a big discount, but if you don't have a vehicle warehouse and you want to steal cars, supercars and all that stuff, bring it back and then sell them at a profit, yeah, go ahead and get a vehicle warehouse. If you don't, again, it's not a huge sale, but all these vehicles, these CEO vehicles you're all pointing here, here's a Rocket Voltic. That was last week's yay or nay. I will putting a link in the description to last week's yay or nay, which was the Rocket Voltic. And down in the basement of your vehicle warehouse is where you store all these like CEO type vehicles, like the Ruiner 2000 over there, and the Rocket Voltic, the ramp buggy there, a Wastelander on the other side. And here's the 1 ton of fun, the Phantom Wedge. Now, the reason I'm showing you this is because I can't show you any modifications like I normally do in yay or nays, because with this vehicle, you see the Rocket Voltic I modified, the Ruiner 2000 I modified. You can modify the ramp buggy, I just haven't done it yet. But there's nowhere to go to modify the Phantom Wedge. You can't take it to a custom shop, you can't take it to Avenger MOC, and if you get in the vehicle and hit right on the D-pad, you can't modify it. And you'll see here in a couple seconds as to why that's a big deal. Now, if you're not in your vehicle warehouse and you're out and about and you need to call this in, the only way you can call it is by going to Vehicles and then going to Request Special Vehicle on the Interaction tab. You cannot call your mechanic to bring it to you. That doesn't work. The mechanic does not pull vehicles out of your vehicle warehouse garage. You have to go to the Interaction menu, go to Vehicles, go down to Request Special Vehicle, and then click on over to Phantom Wedge. That's how you bring it in. The only way to bring it in. Now, here's why I have a big issue with why you can't modify this vehicle. If anyone knows how to modify the Phantom Wedge, please comment and let me know, because it absolutely irritates me that I cannot even put bulletproof tires on the Phantom Wedge. I think that's absolutely absurd. So, yeah, that's not looking good on its defense at all. Speaking of defense, we're going to go ahead, as we do with every yay or nay, we show the bullet resistance and explosive damage. Here you can see the bars got in the way a little bit, so it's a little bit of coverage. It's more of a nuisance. I mean, you can still shoot the driver out very easily, but just not as quick. So now we're going to go ahead and show its explosive resistance, and based on what you've seen it's saying on the website at Warstock, we kind of know how this is going to go. It's going to be a one and done for the 1 ton of fun. So you will see later on in the video how this vehicle does have a little more bullet resistance later on, and we'll get to show you that. But before we get to that, we got to do the speed test. Here we're doing a speed test to get some vehicles. I wanted to get some semis for the speed test, just so we could gauge where this ranks as far as the big boys and the speed. You can see we're hanging with the MOC cab for a little bit. Then the MOC cab just pulls away. You can see the pounder from the nightclub sales is way back there. I kind of knew that was going to be last, but I was disappointed with how the Phantom Wedge went up against MOC Cab. The MOC Cab dusted it, and again, that might very well be because you cannot modify your Phantom Wedge. So there you go. As you can see here, my Phantom Wedge is smoking already from that little bit of wreck there at the end of the speed race. So here I'm just double checking to make sure I stopped at the right point. We're doing a brake test. We only do a brake test in a yay or nay when there's a glaring reason to do a brake test, and the Phantom Wedge's brakes are not too good. Unless you drive this vehicle a lot, you need to get used to the brakes on it. And as you can see there, the brakes were about the same as the MOC as far as them meeting up, the nose being tied with the nose of the MOC Cab. Also, on Warstock, I didn't point out when we were on the page, but this can hold 5 people. You got your driver, you got ride shotgun, and you could fit 3 on the back of this. 2 right behind the cab, and then 1 on the trailer hitch. And those guys, you're able to equip weapons. Now, the main thing for the Phantom Wedge, besides having fun, because this is a very fun vehicle, as you can see here, and you'll see in the outro how much fun you can have with this thing, is the VIP work that it unlocks. And it unlocks Plowed. It's a VIP work that you can only run once an hour. There I wanted to show the brakes there. I mean, I had to start braking early in order to make that left-hand turn. Now, here you're going to see I'm at full health, and I'm going to get pelted with bullets here at the end of this VIP work. Here, everyone knows their pinpoint accuracy, and right there, I get through all 3 of the crate tiles before I even take any damage. And I take a little bit of damage. They take about 20% of my health, maybe 25% of my health. They take a quarter of my health in all, and that's just not. I mean, you know, it does have some bullet resistance to the NPCs, so that's good. That's a little bit better. And you can see the pay for the VIP work is roughly, it's always going to be around $25,000. When VIP work is doubled, you're going to get $50,000 for the VIP work done. So that's extremely good pay. So now let's go ahead, judge its offense, defense, and grade its offense, defense, and its grinder's worth. Its offense, it's rather weak. It's probably a 2 at best. This vehicle's just a road bully. I mean, it just bullies whatever's in front of you. You're hitting it to the side, sending it flying. So offense is only a 2. Its defense, I'm going to give it a 4 in all. Maybe a 5 if you'd be able to modify it a little bit and put bulletproof tires on it. But realistically, its defense, it doesn't take explosives. Hardly any bullet resistance to players, a little bit of bullet resistance to NPCs, so I'm going to give it a 4. It's around a 3 or 4, somewhere near 3.5. Now, its grinder's worth, though, I'm going to give this an 8 to a 9 on the grinder's worth. There can be a lot of money made with this vehicle. I personally have made a ton of money with this vehicle, especially when VIP work is doubled. I highly recommend doing Plowed. It's a VIP work that you can do solo. You don't need another person in your CEO organization to run Plowed. You can do it solo. And it's a VIP work that is under 10 minutes, takes less than 10 minutes. And when it's doubled, it's going to pay $50,000. You run Plowed, it would take you 22 times, and you would already cover the cost of the sale price of this vehicle at $1.1 million. You would already pay for it. I've paid for my Phantom Wedge probably 7 to 8 times to cover the cost of what it takes to own this vehicle while on sale. So this week, yes, even though the offense and defense is down, the grinder's worth is so high. The grade on the grinder's worth of this vehicle, the money you can pull in with this, is just so great. So it's a yay. It's a slim yay, but this week is a definite yay for the Phantom Wedge. Go ahead and pick this vehicle up. It is well worth it. It's going to make you a lot of money. And I'm getting a raid. Great. Just like in last week's A&A. But anyway, guys, that's this week. Phantom Wedge is a yay. Thumbs up. Go ahead and buy it while it's on sale. 40% off. Tough to beat. Stay tuned for tomorrow with another GTA video on Saturday. And on Sunday, Orb Smoke will have another Madden video before kickoff. So stay tuned the rest of the weekend. For more GTA 5 and Madden 21 videos, see you tomorrow.